Hi everyone, my name is Yihua. I'm from the talent recruitment team. So our speaker today is Nira. So just to give you a brief background about Nira, Nira graduated with a degree in business information technology and is now part of the growing technology advisories services team in video. Her team specializes in providing IT audit and consulting services for video clients. So Nira joined us back in May 2019 as an executive and has subsequently been promoted to senior executive, a position that she currently holds. So it's 12 o'clock now. I will start the session now. So let me invite Nira.
Hi.
Hi, Nera. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. I'm good too. Thanks for asking. So, Nera, I actually did a very brief self-introduction about you to the audience just now. So, would you like to say hi and say a few words to everyone?
Sure. I was listening. So that was a very quick and brief and pretty much accurate introduction. So thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Nira, and I would just like to quickly run through a brief introduction of myself, just to give you a background on myself, basically. So I graduated from Asia Pacific University with a degree in business information technology. Prior to that, we had to do compulsory mandatory internship during that time. That time, I was actually doing my internship with Microsoft Malaysia. So once I graduated, I actually, as a first job, I was actually with a Big Four firm doing IT audit. So I started off doing IT audit actually, and then I moved on to Video Malaysia, and here is where I am now. So that's basically a quick and short introduction about myself.
Thank you, Nera. That's a very detailed introduction about yourself. So I think the audience has gotten to know a bit more about yourself. Okay,
Yes.
so without further ado, should we look at some of the questions that was posed to you today?
Yeah.
So for those people who have dropped their inquiry in the Slido, I would actually arrange it according to like a more arranged flow. So the first question posed to you today, Nira, what is your day-to-day job as an IT auditor?
Okay, I think this is a great question, especially if we have a lot of students watching or fresh grads, in fact, who are wondering probably what is the job of an IT auditor, right? Okay, so just to give you guys a brief introduction, for what a typical day as an IT auditor would look like is either you're in the office or you're in the client's premises. So usually if we are engaged for any services with our clients, then we will be at the client's premises performing the field work for or assessments for them. If we are not in client's premises, then we would be in the office, and a lot of our office work would include even some administrative tasks to ensure that our upcoming engagements go through a proper smooth flow. So for instance, we do a lot of pre-planning, even planning for any ongoing engagements, and a lot of post-completions for engagements to make sure they run smoothly. So some of the things that we do would include drafting proposals, drafting engagement letters, even coming up with presentation slides for clients, and even within the team itself. Other than that, one of the key most important thing that we do every day is having constant communication and collaboration with our clients, and also within the team and with our supervisors, because at the end of the day we come back to, because relationship matters. That's what video is about, and for us it's always important to make sure we have established a long-lasting relationship with our clients. That's just a quick introduction of what we do, and hope you guys have a better overview on that.
Thank you, Nira. And you're right when you mentioned about like this question would be useful to those who still student, and I believe there's a lot of students that might not be very familiar towards what does an IT auditor do. And thank you for setting the context for everyone. And I believe a lot of us got to know a bit more about how a day of an IT auditor looks like. Next, our next question today would be, what makes you want to pursue IT audit?
Okay, okay, sure. Just to give you guys a little bit of a quick, kind of like a picture, actually, when I started, when I was deciding to actually pursue a course in uni, I was kind of contemplating between doing a business course or an IT course, but I didn't want to be someone who's extremely technical on both ends. So one day I came across this course called Business Information Technology, and there's also another course called Business Information Systems. So these courses, they have a little bit of the business aspects to it, and then also a little bit of the IT or IS aspects into it, right? So it was perfect for me at that time, as I didn't have to think too much. I could pursue something which had both. So that's how I ended up doing BIT. And to be very honest with you, at that point in time, I've never heard of the term IT audit. Never at all. It was definitely a jargon, and it was a fairly new term when I graduated. So how I actually came across that was actually through my job searches. Once I graduated, I was looking for a job and went to few career fairs, searching job online. So came across this particular job description through these mediums. And I thought, okay, I thought the descriptions of the job was actually pretty fitting to what I've studied and what my experience was in university. So I thought, okay, let's try my luck, applied for an IT audit job. And started off as an IT auditor and have been since up until now.
Great. Glad that you took the leap of faith and chose IT auditing, despite like at the time you might not be like 100% familiar about what IT auditor does. And I believe your experience that you just shared would really help like a lot of students out there that are still contemplating whether like maybe they are having the same thoughts as you, that they want to do like IT, but they want to do business side at the same time. And for those who face the same like contemplation, like hope you can get benefit from Nira's sharing session earlier. And also thanks to your decision, or else we won't be able to see you right here right now.
Yeah.
So our third question today is, does one need accounting knowledge or IT knowledge to join your team? So can an accounting student without IT background or an IT student without accounting background student to join your team?
Okay, maybe I'll address I'll address the question of whether you need accounting knowledge to actually join IT audit first. So the straightforward answer would be no, but there's always a but. You would need to have a basic understanding of the technology environment and try to keep yourself updated with new technology advancements. At least you have like, you know the jargons and the terms in the industry. And for the portion of like, let's say if you do have accounting background and you want to join IT audit, that is great because we also have data analytics as part of our services, which we offer to our clients. And I think those with accounting backgrounds would be able to contribute in this area. So regardless whether you're from accounting or IT, you will be able to grow and find something that will be suited for you to pursue your career within the department.
So for those who are curious about this question, do you hear that? If you're interested to join like IT audit, but you're hesitating because like you don't have the relevant knowledge, so you can still embark on a career in IT audit as long as you have the passion and you are keen to continuously learn.
If I may add on to that,
Yeah.
in fact, there's about almost 20 of us in our department, and half of them actually have accounting backgrounds. They are not from IT backgrounds. And we provide on-the-job trainings once you actually join us. So you're not completely left in the blank. And yeah, we welcome you.
Thank you, Nira. So I think the next question is also quite relevant. What other qualification skills is required for an IT auditor? So for like auditor, usually they will take accounting professional qualification like ACCA, ICAW, MICPA, and CPA. So how about for an IT auditor?
Okay, so for IT audit, we also have a couple of certifications that you can pursue to advance your career. So some of the most common ones that I can share with you would be Certified Information System Auditor. So in short, it's called CISA. And then we also have Certified Information Systems Management, CISM. You can even pick up ISO 27000 Lead Auditor, and so on and so forth. These are just some of the most common ones that I've shared with you. Yeah.
So are you pursuing any at the moment or planning to pursue in the future?
Yeah, I'm actually planning to take up CISA by end of this year. I've been stalling for a while, so it's time to do it. Yeah.
All the best to you.
Thank
So
you.
I think the next question is also quite relevant to our previous few questions. So what subjects or unit would you advise us to take in university if we wish to join BDO as an IT auditor?
Okay, so if there are anyone here who is just after SPM trying to pursue a course, or if you've just finished your foundation and trying to pursue a course, definitely I would suggest you IT-related degrees if you want to come into the department more smoothly. And some of these would be information technology, a degree in perhaps business information technology or business information systems. You can also explore computer science degree. And some of these degrees, they have certain specialisms. So they further dive into things like network security, network computing, data analytics, cybersecurity also, in fact. So these are all different types of degree courses that you can choose to explore, and different types of specialisms. There's in fact even something new that I just came across. It's called financial technology. So it's pretty interesting.
Great. So whoever who asked this question, I hope you have gotten your answer. And for others who need clarification, or if you have any burning questions that you would like to post to Nira, do post it in the Q&A section down there, like the question mark icon beside the comment box. So our next question, and I think this question might be posed by someone who is not very familiar of what does your team do, as in what service does technology advisory services team provide. So the question posed is, what kind of IT services does BDO provide?
Okay, sure. So if I'm going to be sharing this, then you guys would have basically an insight into what we are doing and the kind of services that we provide to our clients. Generally, not just in video, but also within the industry. So the one that we commonly provide throughout the year would be this thing called IT General Controls and Computer Aided Analytics Test. In short, it's called ITGC and CATS. So this particular service, we actually support our financial auditors to assess their clients' financial systems. So this is like internal engagement, which we collaborate with different departments to service the client. Besides that, another key area that we actually service is IT advisory. So under IT advisory, we have a lot of consulting related and compliance related engagements that has, for instance, if a client has to comply to a certain standard, right? Those kind of engagements falls under IT advisory. And some examples of compliance standards would include, like locally, we have Bank Negara Malaysia's risk management and technology guideline, which banks and insurance companies have to follow. And then we also have international standards like ISO 27001. and SOC 2 Type 2, SOX ITGC engagements, and so on and so forth. So these are just some of the advisory related services that we provide for our clients. And then we also have Web Trust, where we provide audit for certificate authorities to obtain a new seal or renew their seals to make sure they have compliance to Web Trust standards. And we also have e-polling scrutineering. So this is like an audit to make sure that the voting system within a company is done in a proper procedure. So we check the integrity of that. And every now and then we also do vulnerability assessments and penetration testings for our clients. So these are some of our key services that we actually provide.
Thank you, Nira. So for those who would like to know more in depth on what are the services that Nira's team, also known as Technology Advisory Services team, provide, do go to our website www.bdo.my and you'll be able to navigate to the page where we elaborate further on what the services that provided by Technology Advisory Services team. So for those who just joined, not sure if you have you are aware that we are actually having a quiz later at the end of the session. So we will be posing some questions to you, which is regarding the sharing by Nira. So if you are, if it's your first time hearing this, do pay very close attention to what Nira will be sharing later, and also, of course, shared earlier. Okay, so our next question will be something less technical. How is your working experience in video so far?
Nice question. Sorry, something. Okay, all right. So thank you so much for that question. Every job has its ups and downs, right? So nothing is perfect. But for me, being in video, one of the things that I really enjoy and the experience that has been great for me is my working environment within the team. So we have a team that is very supportive. So let's say we have someone new who's just joined us. And in fact, 1 year ago, I was someone new, right? So what I've experienced is that the people are very supportive and very helpful in terms of like wanting you to grow and advance your career within the department. It's not just your working peers, it's also the supervisors up until the partners level, managers and partners. They have a very open culture here in that sense. So I don't feel very rigid or stuck. I'm able to express myself in a professional manner. And that has been really great for me. And that is definitely one of the experiences that I will cherish here, the people and the culture.
Glad to know that you're enjoying your working experience in video so far. And indeed, in video, we do embody the value of because relationships matter. So we are here to build lasting relationship. So in video, we are colleagues at work and friends of work.
That's true. That's definitely true.
So the next question, seems like people are having a lot of curiosity towards your team. So is your team working from home during MCO?
The answer would be yes. The team is actually working from home, unless as and when required. If client requires us to go to their location, then we will be there. But most of the time, we are all working from home. And because of this MCO and all that, we've come to a point where we're using a lot of collaboration tools like Microsoft Teams to actually have meetings. And then we even have our global portal coming out, which is actually a sharing portal for documentations within clients and ourselves. So that's a great initiative, I feel. And yeah, we do a lot of things through phone calls and emails and online collaboration tools at the moment.
Okay. So are you getting used to work from home? How do you feel about working from home?
I won't say yes or no. I mean, I won't say I like it or I don't like it. It's 50-50, somewhere in between.
Okay.
It's nice to have the flexibility, the option to choose whether you want to come to work or you want to work from home. And some days it's nicer to work from office, especially when you're trying to get things done. and some days it's nice to be at home as well. So it's really depends on the environment on that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it depends on whether you have to be based in the client's premise as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next would be how is your working hours like? Do you work long working hours?
Okay, so yes, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Definitely, we have our fair share of long working hours, but it really depends on the nature of the engagement that we are working on, and the number of engagements that we're actually working on during that time. So if we are not fully packed, then yeah, we have the flexibility of going back on time. If we have engagements that we have to deliver, then there is certain hours that we would have to stay, certain times that we would have to stay longer. Other than that, I can assure you we know how to have our fun, we know how to take our breaks, and we have our happy hours. So that's that.
Wow. Yes, and I do agree with you because like we do work hard and play harder in video. So we do have a lot of activities all year round. Although now it's the number has been reduced due to the restriction due to CMCO, but yes, our people and culture team are still trying to come up with a lot of other engagement activity. Like for example, like we are actually having this project reconnect going on. Nira, did you join? It's actually
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, I'm aware that it's happening.
Okay. Yeah, so it's actually a points accumulation challenge. So like our staff actually can gain points by like achieving challenge such as like achieve like 200,000 steps in 1 month, or like go for a sterathon, or like take a photo with video logo. So all these small activity will actually earn you some points, and by the end of the event period, if you accumulate most points, then you can actually win something.
Yeah.
Yep. So our next question today is can you share one of your most interesting experience while working in your team?
Okay, so just to be very honest with you, I haven't had any crazy experiences or like something that is super interesting to actually share. But I would definitely like to say, for me, what has been the greatest experience here so far is the ability to actually travel for work. So when I first joined, it wasn't even a month since I first joined. I was actually given the opportunity to travel to Cambodia. And since then, I've actually been there twice already in this 1 year. So I feel like giving the opportunity for employees to actually travel, not just overseas, but also interstates within Malaysia has been really one of the greatest experience for me so far.
Wow, that's great. How good is it to be able to travel around like at work?
It's fun. I mean, we have a lot of international clients actually under Web Trust engagements. So I personally haven't gone for any Web Trust related engagements, but just to share would be some of the countries would be like Sri Lanka. We also have relations with Bangladesh, Thailand, and a few more other countries. But when I went to Cambodia, that was really, really interesting because we were performing an engagement for a client there. And we also got to meet and collaborate with Video Cambodia. So that was like the best part for me. So we even had like a 1 week session with the students there. The employees there to actually give them a training on IT audit so that they can pick it up and actually do it there. So it's been a very interesting journey in that sense, especially being able to meet the partners and the staffs in a different country and have a continuous working relationship with them. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, we actually have a question coming in.
Yeah.
Can you please share the working culture at Video Forensics Division? Would you be able to answer this question? It's not really.
Okay. I will not be able to really give an exact environment of what's happening there. But the forensics department is just seats away from us, and that's the most that I can say. A lot of the forensics related working environment and the things related to forensics item is quite PNC. They're not allowed to share with other departments. So I can't really say how that is. So I'm sorry, but we have to pass on that.
No worries at all. Have you collaborated with the forensics team on any project?
Not myself, but my manager has. So there has been occasions where we have worked together. Maybe from our side, they wanted the IT services portion of it to support their forensics engagement. Yeah.
Thank you. So, Suraj, who wish to know more about our forensics team, maybe you should join our event, because like on and off we do have like sometimes we do have events. Like last time, our executive director from advisory, Mr. Sanjay, actually gave a talk on introduction to forensic accounting. So maybe you should stay tuned to our social media platforms so that you will be updated if we have new events, especially if when it's related to forensic accounting. Okay, so I have no more questions coming in. So anybody else have any question before we proceed to the very exciting session today? No? So, okay, so it's the long-awaited session, and this is to test whether you have actively listened to Nira's sharing earlier. It will not be easy. Okay, drum roll please. So, okay, my first question today is, name one of the IT certification course pursued by IT auditors. So please type your answers in the comment. Those who answers the correct answer the quickest will be the winner. So let me repeat the question. Name one IT certification course pursued by IT auditors. So a hint for you, Nera mentioned that she's pursuing something just now. Okay, I'll give you an additional maybe 1 minute to key in your question. So it might be hard for them to like absorb just now, because there's quite a few jargon as well as a lot of technical terms.
Yeah.
So if they are able to answer, that would be great. That means they have active listening skills, and also maybe they are interested in like IT auditing.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so second question and also the last question today is, this one might be slightly harder than the one before. What kind of IT services does BDO provide? Name one of them. What kind of IT services does BDO provide? Name one of them. So this is the one which Nira mentioned. What services does the team provide just now? So 1 minute to punch in your answers. Okay, is this that hard?
Okay, we have something coming in.
Yep, we have a few. So we have 30 seconds more. Any more answers? A hint she gave around 5 just now. All right. time's up. So let me check from the chat who's the winner for the first and second question. Okay, so for the first question, our winner is June. However, June is our video staff, so let's give the chance to like the other students. So thank you so much for participating, but we will give the prize to the second winner, and the second winner is X.B.Lwee. I don't know how to pronounce your name. X.B.Lwee. So congratulations. So we'll get in touch with you later on Instagram. And our second winner for today is Penny. Congratulations, Penny. You got it right. Yes. So the first answer is either CISA, CISA, or CISM, or ISO 27001 lead auditor. Yeah, I know it's a bit hard, but you can just remember the first few. Then the second one is actually ITGC and CAAT, IT advisory, e-polling, web trust, or VAPT assessment. So congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations to other contenders as well. Thank you so much for being so supportive. So I think that's we are coming to an end for this session. So I really have to thank Nera for joining us in this session today, and also all of you for supporting us and joining our live today. So I hope you have enjoyed the session today. So for your information, this live will be ongoing every Friday for 4 weeks. So we had one session the previous week, one session this week, and next 2 weeks we will have another 2 live by colleagues from different practice area. So next week, if I am not mistaken, it is okay, maybe I shouldn't spoil. So stay tuned to our social media platform. You will get the update very soon. So do stay tuned on our social media platform and find out what's the next session about. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Nera, for coming.
Thank you, Eva. Thanks everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.